guests to come and stuff like that.
Okay, well, my name's Jason. My alias is DJ Shortcut. And basically, my main duty is just, mixing it up.
That's Jennifer from Big Big Dan's going to give me the recording.
How can you show like this
question again?
That's realism. I'll probably keep part of that.
Okay, all right. Okay, actually, my name is Jason, as I said before. I'm known as DJ Shortcut. And basically, my main duty is just to, mix it up. And, I'm the mix master. I'm the one who spins for a couple hours of the show. And so right there, that's my main responsibility. Then as far as, booking and getting artists here, I wouldn't so much call it booking, but I'd say more just, like arranging, stuff to happen. A lot of times, it's whoever gets in touch with us. So if someone from a company, gets in touch with me, then I say be here this, and, then, or whatever. So it's not so much that any one of us has a particular responsibility as far as it comes to artists' relations. We all just, try to do whatever we can do to make the show better. And whoever, gets in touch with us, we take it from there.
So, like, who are the stations?
Yeah, actually, our philosophy is this, and it might sound kind of a little egotistical, but that's really not, what we, intended to be. And basically, that is, all four of us who do the show, we have a certain dedication and understanding of hip-hop that we feel is a little greater and more in-depth than what the average listener of hip-hop is. So in a sense, we feel we know more about hip-hop because, A, we've been down with it for an extremely long time, and B, we're DJs, so we're always up on the music before the average listener is. So what we always try to do is play what really we like and what we think is, the strongest hip-hop out there at the time. And if that's, the stuff that's going to be the underground or stuff you're not going to hear on the major stations, then so be it. But that doesn't mean that we're not playing what other people are playing also, because, if you take a group like Cypress Hill, they have some stuff that, is underground, but, it's still above ground because everyone plays it. But, we're not going to not play it just because of that. So we just try to get, a lot of the flavors that are out right now that people want to hear, but then get a lot more album cuts because those don't get a lot of the exposure. It's mostly single cuts, and then we try to get a lot of the older stuff, the stuff that maybe got overlooked or we haven't heard in a while, or stuff that we think is dope and is better than most of the stuff out now. So sometimes you might listen to our show and you might hear more old stuff than new stuff. And that's because we think that old stuff is better than what, you're hearing now. But that's not always the case.
Semester, I got a little bit more into the DJing aspect of it. And I guess over the summer, I got more into public relations, and I designed the flyer that you might have seen around. I got a friend of mine who's in a graffiti crew, the ELW, his name's Sev1. I got him to design the flyer up, and we, mass-produced it and got it up around campus and around record stores in the, the D.C. metro area. So I guess I handle more like that kind of aspect of the show business, and I got into that over the summer. And then now, during this semester, we're trying a new format, and I guess I'm more like, once again, more like a backup on-air personality to the J, while DJ Dominator and DJ Shortcut handle.
Man,
Hey, it was like
you're equal, man.
Yeah, but I'm the, Jay.
Yeah.
Jay's more dominant on the mic, so.
Yeah, you gotta break that shyness, man.
We're working on it. Yeah. But anyway, so Shortcut and Dominator handle more of the mixing now. So I guess that's basically my evolution in the Soul Controller Mixshow as it goes.
All right. How did you get that?
I started DJing a little bit, a couple years ago, and when I got up on campus, the one thing I knew I wanted to do is I wanted to get hooked up in the college radio. And so I found out when the show was, and I came up here a couple hours before the show and just chilled with them. I started hanging out with them every week, and it basically just grew from that. I contact a lot of the record companies and outside people, we just working on a little thing with the Source to do some giveaways on the show, giving away subscriptions to the magazine. I'm also working on getting a little shot of us in the rap sheet, so I'm prepared a little letter, and I'm going to send them a tape, one of the shows. After talking to Brian Sampson yesterday, he was saying we should send our tape to all the record companies. So I'm thinking about, let's get, a best of tape together and, get it out there.
His number?
I got it all.
Any other hip-hop shows around here?
This is the baddest. No, There's a lot of differences. One thing is more underground, and I think it reflects more of what hip-hop is really about.
So how do we do that? How do we do that?
We just, man, how do we do that?
Because underground's kind of like a cliche now.
Yeah, I know it is, but it's just, I think it just reflects what real hip-hop, when it started, it wasn't about, commercialism. It was, it's about rocking the party, and who has the best skills, on the mic or, production-wise, and we don't really worry a lot about the politics of the music, of the industry, like some of the other, mix shows in the area.
Right.
Another advantage is we do it live, 100% live, which is also more like exactly spontaneous. It's like an improvisational aspect to hip-hop, which is, that's what hip-hop is about. It's off the top of the dome, right up, give me the mic, throw on the record, let's get into it, and that's something that we have over at every show in this area, every show.
Whose idea was it to do the rap news?
It's finding out what's going on, rumors in the hip hop, what's up with Snoop, or was Slick Rick out of jail, people like that, and it's interesting because you just get to find out more about the artists.
Plus, we give away more music than Camp Mill.
Yeah.
For real? Yeah, we give. 0.1 FM, the Soul Controller Mixshow, flyest mix show in the world, kids. We're right about to do an interview here with Original Flavor. Yo, introduce yourself, fellas. 0.1 WMUC, flyest mix show in the world. We're chilling here with Hardwood King, better known as H2O. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Yo, what's up? It's DJ Dominator from Philly, and that Philly flavor. Give it to me. Mix beats, whatnot, make tapes, all that, provide the music for the masses and all that. Been with the show since the giddy up.
I'll be freaking, and I'm Monday through Friday, then take an ace this on the weekend. I like to say what's up to my moms, I got skills, watch me. I run away, slave, pull up the shackles, fill up the bullshit, nobody's emotion, I can control it. Yo, I'm out of here.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is Big J the Rock in the house, and my job on the show is, program, host, DJ. We all do a little bit of everything. We've been on the show for about 2 years and a couple of weeks now, and definitely bringing the real hip hop to DC.
I think college radio is important to music in general. As far as hip-hop goes, I think college radio is probably the best outlet for underground stuff, because at college radio stations, for the most part, DJs are in control of what they do. All the creative control is left in the hands of the DJ. So you don't have any of the politics that you run into with a lot of commercial stations about, is this record, going to appeal to enough people, and they don't worry about that kind of thing. So you get a lot of the real stuff coming through on college radio. And a lot of the kids right now that are in college are kids that grew up with hip-hop, and they're a little older, and they knew what it was back when it first started and what its roots are. So I think you got a lot of good people in college radio right now doing things. What separates our show from the rest, I just think we got real dedicated hip-hop fans. I think it shows through in our programming and just the show in general. We do it live every week. We bring the 1200s in here, so it's very spontaneous. We just...
Competition artifact. Nigga, listen on the track, I'm never slipping. Musta busta bless him, leaving brothers in my dust pack. I'm off the end, my duck, we have on the bus. Straight from New Jersey.
Hip-hop audience that you have, why is your show more important to them than, say, something you would hear on a commercial radio station as far as what you play?
Because we play what commercial stations don't play, especially around in this area of Maryland. There are only about 3 solid underground hip-hop shows in this area, and there are many more commercial stations. So it's our job to really pump up the new groups, the underground groups, to get them their airplay, because even though the commercial stations might get the wax, they're not going to play it because it's not commercial.
Yeah, you just heard the single from them. It's something they're working on now. It's called High Blood Pleasure, and it's definitely track. I think they're all great. Yo, why don't y'all introduce yourselves to the people you see?